Anyway, let's progress the plot. Compliment me my glasses. They're the sounds of light tapping on a keyboard. Naturally, they're nothing more than localizations, transformations upon my sight and hearing. Ordinarily, a wizard's hacking wouldn't need visible computers, but here in the student council room, this is how everyone shares information.
おはようございます。今回、いえ、夕べはよく眠れましたか?
I think it's more bizarre that the keyboards themselves require wires, but the screens are just holograms. Leo purposefully uses the expression last night. This old school has no night, but getting a morning's greeting puts us at ease. It's immensely beneficial to our mental health. Yeah, keep things regular, keep things sensible.
こうして起き抜けの顔を見るのもいいものですね。学生寮とはこういう雰囲気なのでしょうか?
Kinda?
あら、なんだったら食堂でも作る？メモリに余裕があればだけど、持ち回りで食事当番決めて。
I mean, that sounds nice and all, but we probably shouldn't.
良い提案ですね。脳に刺激を取り入れることで、作業の活性化を図るのは合理的です。
If you say so, I'm not going to be the one working on it. I'll be busy dungeon diving.
余裕があったらぜひ検討しましょう。ああ、そうなると、シェフスキルの有無も問題ですね。ガウェインはどうです?
No, do not. Leo, you keep him as far away from the kitchen as possible. If you want to live, do not.
残念ながら、騎士の務めに調理は含まれてはいないのです。
Good.
それに、私は菜食主義ですので、肉や油を多用した調理は増えてですよ。
How are you built like that and you're a vegetarian? Explain.
ユリウスは? ああ見えて割と上手そうじゃない、家庭料理。
兄さんのカレーはある意味絶品でしたね。確かまだ未処分余っていましたから、この後ミス遠坂にもご馳走しましょう。
I would decline.
私はどっちかっていうと中華だけど、まあそれほど言うならいただくわ。
I like how Extra Rin still specializes in Chinese cooking. It was always her specialty.
さすがの小生も食事に関してはさっぱりでな。五穀がゆしか作れぬゆえ期待するな。
How are you alive? There's no one with low spirits to be found in the student council room. Leo and Rin must have been continuing their analysis of BB and the alter egos, but they clearly haven't lost their sense of their usual selves. Jinaka wasn't around, or rather, she probably hasn't woken up. She has, because I saw her. I spoke to her. If she was monitoring the student council room, she would be interjecting in Gato's statements.
お、ちょっとは落ち着いたみたいね。口元にやけてるわよ。
I also got glasses, so I am ecstatic. I smile back. That's because you're making me listen to this silliness so early in the morning. I got plenty of rest and I have reliable allies. Now it's our turn, Gilgamesh and I, head off to the search. Housekeeping?
ラニエイトですが、入室の許可を。
Oh no, it's just Ronnie.
どうぞお入りください。皆さん揃っていますよ。
I mean, not everyone. I guess the main people. Julius isn't here, but he's probably scouting. Plus, they already set up her keyboard. She looks good in that.
ごきげんよう。通常時より瞳孔が開いていますが、何か注目するようなことでも?
I am staring at you. Ronnie, she's up and about already. I'm genuinely elated, but before we get to anything, her outfit is...
この制服ですか? レオ会長からの指示で着替えました。
Alright. Good work, Leo.
落ち着かないデザインですが、生徒会の一員として仕方がありません。何か感想が?
Why would I say this? Why would I say this? What do you mean, isn't this the opposite of your SG2? Stop it. No, you look great, though. She looks great. Actually, she looks very attractive. I plainly shared that thought with her, and everyone else in the room. The combination of Ronnie's tan skin with the archaic school uniform looked extremely exotic, and also had an irreproducible freshness to it.
新鮮なのはいいことです。このデザインの一部を時代のアトラス院の制服として取り入れましょう。
I wonder, because you get an Atlas uniform in FGO, does it incorporate any design cues from this? Because, for the record, I also like the Atlas outfit that you get in FGO. It is very nice, and comes with glasses. If I haven't made that clear.
彼女には今日から生徒会メンバーとしてミス東坂とコンビを組んでもらいます。ラニ、就任の挨拶をどうぞ。
ラニエイトです。皆さんが検討した結果、BB の支配から解放されました。
Especially my efforts, right? Right?
今後は生徒会の会計として力を使います。私が就任したからには収入・支出は明白に。無駄遣いは認めません。
I see, you've taken role of treasurer. That is surprisingly apt. Go ahead.
的確で迅速な迷宮探索をモットーに、ヒューマンエラーの多いミス東坂と遊び気分のレオ会長のサポートをします。
What's with the unveiled, like... What's with the barbs?
どうですか？就任の挨拶からこの厳しさです。まったく頼もしい。
悪かったわね。ここ一番でドジ踏んじゃって。
Oh, at least you admit it.
でもラニが会計ってことは食堂案は却下ね。メモリの無駄遣いそのものだもの。
Oh.
いえ、食堂の設置は行き過ぎにしても朝食制度は賛成です。
Aha! There's leeway.
迷宮の突破においてかかる肉体面での疲労は大きいですから。ダメージの回復は休息による自動復元で問題ありませんが、精神的カロリーの補充は食事として取った方が魂に精力がつきます。
魂に精力がつく？やる気のことですか？
Sure. Show me your motivation. Breakfast.
はい、生命力、生存力ですね。中華風に言うのなら丹田、エスニックに言うのならクンダリーニでしょうか。そう、勢力かつ丹田、すなわちクンダリーニ。生命力ってのは子孫を残すための欲望で。何？あんた何を言い出すのよ。
Well, that took a direction.
何かおかしなことを言いましたか？
Not strange for this game, but strange for the general populace.
プラーナは生命活動の根幹であり、チャクラを活性化させることは。ああ、もういい。とにかく現状を説明するわよ。おかげで私とラニは BB からの支配を解除されて自由になった。邪魔者だったランサーも撃破して、あとは BB を捕まえて桜迷宮から出てしまえば月の表側に戻れる。
And then we can all kill each other in combat.
そう思っていたんだけど、
桜迷宮は終わってはいなかった。 BB は新しい手駒であるアルターエゴを作り出し、彼女たちを核にして迷宮をさらに増やしてしまった。
Right, but so far there's only floor 3 that's been extended.
その通りです。私が囚われていた壁の奥は確かに迷宮の果てでした。しかし今はその果てはさらに深い階層に変わってしまった。
The levels are being built
迷宮を増築させたのです。
as we speak.
あなたが見た空間は BB がセラフを、いえ、月の裏側を掘り進めているドリル部分と推察されます。彼女は私の壁が破られるのを予見し、迷宮の増築を始めたのでしょう。
In other words, she had no faith in you.
むむそれは妙ではないか。お主の後ろが迷宮の出口であったのなら、いかに迷宮が増えようとも6階から表に出られるのでは？
No, because it's not a physical exit. It's more like a dimensional exit point.
そうではないのです。月の裏側には距離や時間の概念はありません。
Exactly.
どれだけ距離を進もうが、そこが迷宮の果てでない限り、外への出口は現れない。
It's a conceptual exit.
私たちが外に出るには、BB が増築する前に桜迷宮の果てに到達するしかないのです。
なるほど。虚数空間では実数より概念の方が真になる。結論以外は曖昧な世界ということですか。となると僕たちの方針は不利ですね。どれだけ距離を伸ばしても迷宮が増築されてしまえば意味はない。
Well, that's why we have to stop BB from expanding it.
BB がアルターエゴやセンチネルを増やしてしまえば永遠に果てにたどり着けないのでは。
それは
Oh, BB channel?
残念ながらそれはありえません。迷宮の増築は可愛い女の子の人数分しかできないからです。
Oh?
センチネルに使えるマスターはリンさんとラミさんだけでしたし、アルターエゴはあの2体だけ。
Which is funny because the other two of the Sakura 5 don't show up in this game, but they do show up in the CCC Foxtail manga.
だって私の分身ですよ。そんなにポイポイ作っていたら私は小さくなってしまいます。
I don't really approve of your word choice.
女王である私が弱体化したら、それこそ皆さんを閉じ込めておけないでしょう。
This ever condescending voice is BB's. She hasn't had enough of jacking the student council room circuits, huh? That means what will follow is my favorite TV show.
はい。お約束を踏まえてくれる先輩は素敵です。
I have no other choice.
その察しの良さに免じて、今回も出血大サービスでお送りします。それじゃ、モニターの前の無謀で無力で無価値なみんな、悲鳴を上げる用意はいいかな？
No.
せーの、BB チャンネル！
And there it is. Still, I enjoy this. Maybe far too much. And clearly they did too. Because they put a whole animation to intro it.
ドドドドド、
What happened to the music, BB? Where's your theme? Come on.
ドドドドド、ドドド、ドドドドドドドド。
What are you doing?
はあ、なんということでしょう。ムーンセルに響き渡るお茶目でおしゃれな効果音。運命のドラムロールか、報われない NPC たちの恨みの声か、はたまたドリルの削岩音か。こんばんは。
Hi.
今夜もあなたをブラックでブラッドな世界に引きずり込む噂の新番組。ハートフルたたりナイト。本当はちょろい学校怪談にようこそ。
Does it have to be a tatari? Because I don't want to have to deal with that. Okay.
怪談を語らせたらヒロイン1。
There's the theme. I was waiting. I also... I really like the themes in CCC. A lot.
あなたのホラー BB ちゃんです。
来たか。恒例の遠回しかつ逆効果なアプローチだな。相手をしてやれ、雑種。
I'm trying. But yeah, for someone who has only experienced CCC through the FGO event, these tracks are all fantastic, and they stick with me. So they're just, like, this is BB's theme. And I am far too familiar with it compared to the amount of time I've spent in this game. But, yes. Like, I really like Nero's main theme as well. The rendition of Cosmic Air in this game is great. Trying to remember other ones, but there's just good BGMs in Extra as well. But CCCs are like a lot more varied. It really just adds more. So it started, huh? Since I was kind of prepared and expecting it, I'm not that surprised. I wonder if BB shoehorns this plot of hers and if she ever thinks she has a weakness. Oh, is she trying to cover it up? I try.
せっかくコーチを中断して遊んであげているのに BB 寂しいです
はあ、口元どころか全身で舌なめずりをしているぞあの女。天のお牛ならぬ天の蛇か。
I dislike that you mentioned that she's salivating from her entire body, Gilgamesh. I could have gone without hearing that phrase. Thank you very much. But yes, she's not Gulgana. She's... well, I don't know about Snake of Heaven, but probably. Gilgamesh doesn't need to point it out. BB's fake tears were pretty cheerful.
なんて涙は涙でも先輩の滑稽さがあまりにもツボなもので笑いすぎから出た涙ですけど見たところ懲りずに探索を続ける気ですね。そのしつこさだけは評価してあげます。
Gilgamesh did too, so apparently that is my one redeeming feature.
でも頑固な汚れは残さずプチッと。
What if I said no?
あんまり目障りだとアルターエゴに捨てられちゃいますから気をつけてくださいね。
Bring it. Abandon me to her alter egos? I'm not sure what that means. It feels like it has a different nuance than being defeated or deleted. That's cause it does.
あ、いっけない。そこは秘密でした。女の子の秘密 SG でしたっけ？あの目障りなプログラム。あんな反則を持っていたなんて私悲しいです。先輩はもっとこう何の取り柄もないモブキャラでいてほしかったのに。
Why is everybody gonna insult me, calling me plain and like a mob character? I'm not a backward character, I'm the protagonist, damn it.
っていうか、心の隙間を取り出すとか、どんなオカルトですか？あれこそ、今桜迷宮で噂になってる心霊現象その1です。まあそれ以前に、女の子の秘密を無理やり暴くなんて最低なんですけど。
I mean, I'd say using a girl's secrets as a shield is pretty scummy too.
そんな先輩には、それ！
Are you gonna hit me with another SG?
先輩の真似をした私からの特製プログラムをプレゼント。
What?
心霊現象その2です。じゃあもう一度言いますね。女の子の秘密を暴こうとする先輩はいけない子です。だからぶち込められても当然ですよね。
What are you doing to me?
答えるまでもないそのような大罪人天が見逃そうとこの俺が見逃さぬほぼアウトであろうよ。そして BB よ今まで気づかなかったが貴様はなかなかに美しい。特に胸だ。全く俺好みではないがなぜかいいではないか。
Gilgamesh, I don't disagree, but is this the time for that? Like, you gonna bring it up now?
どうだ共同出資で人の秘密を魚にニヤニヤしつつ酒を楽しむ優越クラブを作るのは
Are you proposing this because you know she'll reject you?
俺が貯蔵する黄金無利子無担保で永遠に貸してやろうではないか。何なぜそこまでするのですかだと 俺に言わせるとはますます罪深い女よ BB 全く好みではないが我が妃になるがよい
You seem really insistent, Gilgamesh, which is odd. What are you doing, dude? Gilgamesh? Loaning at no interest with no collateral? Aren't you getting swindled big time?
今俺は何をどういうことだあの無駄に目立つ乳袋目が金髪壁眼小柄で凛々しい少女に見えて仕方がない
What is happening? Also, why is your type just Artoria? Like, I knew it, but really specific.
外部からウイルス混入を確認。神経操作系のプログラムと解明。特殊エフェクト解除します。
Wow, even Gil got bamboozled by it. That's terrifying.
あれ即興で作った BB ちゃん大好き洗脳ソングクリアされちゃいました
Oh, it was the music? It was working on me.
ラニさん目障りですね。
I mean, you would know you used her.
まあいいです。階段はこれだけじゃありません。本命は別にあるんですから。迷宮には怖いお化けがいます。
Now, see, I know you're talking about Lip. That's mean, but also it's not untrue.
いつも誰かが物陰からあなたをそっと見つめているんです。
Oh, I forgot about that aspect of hers. We'll see when we encounter it.
それじゃあ今回はこの辺りで。でも先輩、秘密は暴かない方が幸せですよ。
I'm sorry, I'm bad at listening. Also, the BGM is too loud for me to hear what you're saying.
好奇心猫を殺す。ミイラ取りがミイラに。
Well, it's pretty good I'm not a cat then.
バカな女はゴミ箱に。
Not the trash. Not the trash.
可愛い後輩の忠告を無視する先輩は。
I don't want to be turned into a cube.
あっさり地獄に落ちるかも。です。
My proper vision returns. My sights return to the student council room, without any hint of dizziness. That broadcast show is finally over, right? Ronnie, can we block it out? No, she has super hijacking powers. Unfortunately, there's no way to defend against the BB channel broadcast. I can expel viruses like the one just now, but BB channel is akin to a texture overwrite. You can claim that old school is a safety zone. There's no defense against a massive Spiritron output of that degree. If that virus were a rabid beast, then BB channel would be like an earthquake. Beasts can be isolated, but you can only endure earthquakes. That's a really good analogy.
予想外です。
Now I see, after having returned here. BB is an abnormality. Escaping the far side is important, but we have to hurry and catch her. Simply traversing the labyrinth won't suffice in accomplishing that, it seems. Let's take a step forward ourselves, too. Leo casts a calm gaze over the student council members. Leo seems to have difficulty choosing his words. What does he mean by take a step forward? Yeah, you mean that. Well, it's about time. We can't just pretend we don't notice it. Yes, getting back our memories. Ah, everyone else is forgetting too. BB showed us that she's capable of using mind manipulation, albeit weakly. Thus, she must be holding the missing portion of our memories. Or she must hold the missing portion of our memories. That's because to BB, knowing that our memories were stolen would be inconvenient for her. If we clear things up, then there's a big chance those memories can turn into a countermeasure against BB's disturbances. You can talk about getting our memories back, but how? Should we beat our heads together? Gato, you are so dumb. No need, Chief Gato. Sakura confirmed something before. She says that in the Moon Cell, there are some absolute rules. The Moon Cell is a record monster. It observes the Earth's, no, humanity's activities. It is the recording eye of a god. And it stores those records. That's why there's a rule that all AI produced by the moon cell cannot erase memory, which means the memories are removed but stored somewhere. BB is an AI made by the moon cell, even if she has gone rogue. She must be storing our memories as data somewhere. Take that back is what you mean. But how are we supposed to search for something that when we don't know where it is or what it looks like?
伝達します。
There are two possibilities. The first is that BB is holding on to them. However, this is impractical. Impractical? What do you mean, Miss Ronnie? Storing a master's memories is an improper extension of an AI's functionality. Rather, it's completely useless. I don't think BB is holding on to data, which would put a load on her storage capacity. She must have transferred it somewhere else. Oh, I might have an idea about that. That leaves one possibility left. She prepared an external storage repository and is hiding it there. If BB wants to keep her secret safe, the Sakura Labyrinth would be the most suitable hiding place. BB has to be careful of the moon cell surveillance. If the moon cell catches her, even BB will be instantly disassembled. Extracting a master's memories and turning it into a file is an illegal action. If it's discovered that such data exists, it'll trace right back to the offender. The abnormality BB will be exposed. Thus, the chances are high that our memories are inside the stabilized Sakura Labyrinth, which is in the far side where the moon cell can't see. She can't erase the memory she acquired. So an AI had an absolute rule like that, huh? It's fine if humans just forget on their own, but since those memories were stolen by BB, she can't erase them. But something's strange. If BB can disassemble and absorb masters like she does servants, couldn't she just do that? She's a health management AI for masters. She can act on servants and NPCs. She can't take a master's life. Even she, who boasts of her computational power, which can construct the Sakura Labyrinth, the arena, can't directly harm humans. So wouldn't that explain why she got pawns like Miss Tosaka, Lancer, and I? BB doesn't have the authority to do battle. I see. For some reason, I felt a kinship with BB well up inside me. Basically, no matter how much space BB controls, masters are where it all ends for her. Like me, she can't fight on her own. That's why she used people like Rin and Lancer. All she could do was obstruct us. I think Ronnie's right. It would explain why BB created those alter egos. An alter ego may be a part of BB, but they aren't tied down to her fundamental duty of health management. If we encounter them in the labyrinth, they'll likely attack without mercy. That makes our enemies from here on out those alter egos. Alright, then how about we get back to the main issue here? Traversing the new Sakura Labyrinth before BB appends to it. However, it's not about just traversing this time around. This will also be a dungeon attack, where we're also searching for our memories. Got it? Of course. Traversing the labyrinth is a given, but I also agree with getting our lost memories back. I don't want to be conversing with everyone with a hazy memory forever. Then let's do one last check. Our objective is to recover our stolen memories and overcome the Sakura Labyrinth. The squad doing the heavy lifting will include me, with backup from Miss Tosaka and Rani. Please allow me to serve as commander. The Tsukimihara Student Council will henceforth begin our third session of activities. Be careful. Mission start! Okay, but anyone have anything to say? Things are bad now with these alter egos. It's like the Six Worlds rebirth, with the unseeable end. But if we quit, our lives are forfeit. What? As long as you persistently survive, the road will open up by itself. When it doesn't open, feel free to give up. I don't like you. Good morning. I was a bit overloaded and my processing speed fell, so I had taken a break in the infirmary. I'm fine now. I'm able to exhibit 100% performance, so please don't worry about a thing. Please be good. Please be okay. Meals are about quantity over quality, no? Mounds of potatoes and vinegar and bread, plus, as long as there's a little ale, I'm satisfied. No! Go for quality, and then you go for quantity. Then there's these vegetables. Just eating carrots is good enough for me. The king would consume anything without complaint. You're awful. All this talk of food made me hungry. Prioritizing one's appetite is a sign of good health.
失策でした。
However, this old school is really lacking in meals that are delightful to eat. Although, even if we had a full-time cook in a cafeteria, we don't have that many resources. It's tormenting. Hopefully we can get that solved. Good day. This is the first time we've spoken on the far side of the moon. The first time, right? Yes. We haven't spoken before this, exactly.
切れた。
Just hearing that broadcast makes me tense up, you know?
よし。
By the way, what kind of food do you like? Want to try having a cooking battle between us later? Yes.
切れた。よし。
I don't know what Hakuno can cook, but I should play that cooking Emiya game. I have it. I should record some parts of it because I've been slowly playing away at it. It's not a very complex game, but it exists and I own it. Shit, that BB channel doesn't give a damn if you're outside the student council room. Yeah, I know, it hits everybody. My head is still spinning. Why was only my camera spinning around and around? BB's targeting you. She's making you spin. Sorry, I feel awful right now. Never even got nauseous when I was playing 3D FPS games. I like that she singled him out and is just like, I'm gonna spin the camera on him. Alright, nothing else new to say there. Junako hasn't said anything in a good bit. What's she doing? I'm still giddy at the idea of... Gato, you were just upstairs. But at the idea of BB realizing she's looking at... or she's controlling Shinji's perspective and goes, just a little bit, let me just... and then, like, just spins him around. It's like, no, we all hate him because he's Shinji. Gato, what are you doing? In the corner of the hallway, I found a noticeably conspicuous giant. Gato? I wonder if he's here for something. Oh, lass! Working hard at those general affairs today, too, eh? Truly good work out there. Does general affairs just mean I do fighting? Because I do fighting, and that's about it. Yeah. I came to speak to Jinako Karigiri, but she won't even open the door for me. I've been utterly defeated. I think this is another trial, like opening the Heavenly Rock Cave. Okay, so I believe Castor also brings up Ame no Iwato, where Amaterasu hid inside the cave and blocked off with a big rock because she was mad at everybody. And they needed Ame no Uzume to do a dance to lure her out. Seriously, that myth is a lot. It's hilarious when you get to the details. Talking and singing amounts to nothing, not even a hint of opening. And now for my mortal arcanum, imitation. I think it's time for the nude large spin dance. Now is the time to slip off these... Well, there we go, talking about Ame no Uzume. Absolutely no thank you. Forget locking. An old man dancing around in front of a girl's room warrants a quick report to the authorities. You're not wrong, Jinako. Oh, come on, I have nothing to talk about, old man. Alright, now take it from here. Please leave. Jinako speaks from behind the door. Then, alongside a flash of light, Karna appeared, looking a little troubled. Sorry, but please leave. It seems that Jinako is busy cutting the tail off a gigantic dragon right now. Is it the Gaping Dragon? Or is it, Calamite? Because one of those is way easier to cut. Or is she playing Monster Hunter? This solar radiance is overwhelming! Just like when the Heavenly Rock Cave opened and Amaterasu suddenly appeared! Again, he is talking about Ame no Iwato, I believe, is the name. It's interesting that we're getting it translated, but because I know both sides, I will continue to be the weeb that I am and use Ame no Iwato. I mistook him for the sun. With what an incredibly god V-series. How about calling him the red-winged jet black sun? Now I don't know what you're talking about, Gato. However, you're not wrong. And also, Karna has the powers of the sun. A lot of people have the power of the sun. Gawain is sun-powered. Gawain is literally a solar-powered knight. Tamamo, being an aspect of Amaterasu, has sun goddess linkage. And I believe, at least in FGO, she's like, yeah, no, Karna's one of my sun brothers. He also has dominion over the sun, therefore, we are sun brothers, sun siblings. But, red-winged jet black sun, Schwarz. Anyway, oh child of God, I am slightly concerned about your master. Is there anything troubling her? Yes. Now that you mention it, Jinako had a cat sculpture. Her keychain, she called it. She's morose over having lost it. How do you lose it if you never leave the room? The other day when she reluctantly went over to the commissary to buy sweets, she said that she dropped it. Well, that explains. It seemed very important to her. Oh, a cat keychain. So if I can find it. The hell, Karna? What are you babbling about? Blabbering about. I told you to shoo them away quick. You heard her. Sorry for cutting our talk midway, but I ask that you please leave. Karna's piercing gaze drives us away, and we change locations. We walked 2 feet away from the door. In the end, Gato wasn't able to see Jinako in person, but he clenches his fist with seemingly extreme elation. Troubles exist in all shapes and sizes. I think I'll do my utmost to search for Jinako's keychain. If you happen to find the cat keychain first, would you mind bringing it to me? Well, I suppose I could. I'm indebted to Jinako for helping me out with Rani, but it might be good to help search for this keychain. There's a chance someone already picked it up too. In the meantime, I guess I'll try asking the students near the commissary about it. There's like 3 of them, right? That's not a student. You. I know I've said this before, but you ought to have a return crystal on hand. I don't need one. If you're ever like, I'm deep in the Sakura Labyrinth and my servant's stamina is looking bad, then you can return in an instant. It's never been that bad. Souvenirs. Yep. Hey. Okay, no, there's nothing here. What do I have in terms of healing stuff? I'm gonna need shards and fragments more than powders. So let's stock up on a couple of these. Actually, is it in Mystic Codes? It is not. Forget that I have a jump every time. Because why would I need a jump? Oh, you. A cat keychain? Yeah, I picked up something sort of like that. I don't mind giving it to you. But can I ask for a favor in return? Oh, was it one of these quests? Just chain fetch quest? I'd like for you to buy me 3 pieces of curry bread from the commissary. I have a hankering for them since they smell so damn good. But imagine what Kotomina would say to an AI waltzing up to buy curry bread, you know? So, 3 pieces of them, please. Literally costing me money. You're lucky it costs like nothing to get these. I have 5. No, I do not. No, I do. I don't need to buy anything. I have these in my pocket. Take them. Whoa, that's curry bread from the commissary. No, it's from the labyrinth. Oh, it might be from the commissary. I don't remember buying it. The scent really stimulates the nerves. Finally, after all those days drooling from a distance, I'm rewarded. So, here's the keychain as promised. Be sure not to drop it again. I'll gobble these up someplace where Kotomini can't see me later. Thanks for helping me with this. Okay, bye. Let me see. This item's got a description, right? Keychain that's very dear to Jinako. Keychain that Jinako was given by her mama. It's gotten worn over the years. Aww. That's nice. It is important to her. Jinako, Gato's got something for you. Where is Gato? Why did you not stay there, dude? Where are you, man? Are you back in the classroom or are you in the student council room? Let's see. Student council room, maybe. Or he just has to respawn another day. But I was able to find it immediately, so... Or is he in 1-2? Nope. Alright, in here. There you are. Here, Holding the cat keychain I received from the AI, I call out to Gato. So I found something that looks like Jinako's keychain. What? Let me see. Is it a keychain of a pouncing cat? Yes? Whoa! Just how great a messiah are you? I'm impressed with how quickly you found it while I was looking here, there, everywhere. Alright, let's head over to Jinako Karigiri at once. There's no time like the present. Without wasting his breath, Gato grabbed hold of my arm, and I gave in to him dragging me out of the student council room. I suppose I had no choice in the matter. I mean, I don't blame him for asking like this, but it's still really funny. Are you alive, Jinako Karigiri? Monji came to courteously visit you again today. It's the same day. Buzz off, you're so damn persistent. Visiting day after day. I guess that alone makes you a worthy man of faith. Come now, don't be like that. I have a present for you today. I heard that this cat keychain is special to you. Huh? Why do you have... If you come out, I'll give it back without fuss. Come now, I won't bite, I'm just curious about something is all. I told you, I had nothing to talk to you about, old man. Alright, now go get it for me. I'm working hard to hunt a flying dragon, so don't bother me, and don't let them bother me. That's an order. Why is the ampersand rubied with and? What? Did you just kick Karna at the door? There are sounds of baggage clattering about from the janitor's closet. Jinako probably hid from under her futon and curled up like a snail into its shell. Hi. I apologize for my master's impoliteness. Sorry, as usual. Unfortunately, I don't mind. Getting the door slammed in my face is my specialty. I don't call myself a wandering monk for nothing. Such is the cavern that apprentices enter. We keep asking, with nothing to lose. Finally, El Shaddai is our chance. Don't worry. He is spouting some things, and I refuse to make sense of it. Gato lets loose a hearty laugh toward the apologetically downcast Karna. It sounds like this isn't the first or second time he's been rejected. Now that I think about it, I feel if Jinako has been reporting to the student council that she is repeatedly getting visits from Gato. Nevertheless... For what reason are you so concerned over Jinako? That's a good question. Karna asks an understandable question. Sure, Jinako's an ally, but as to why Gato is so concerned with her, that he contacts her this way, honestly, I can't really think of why. Gato asks this, blinks his eyes a few times, then he suddenly laughs, as if he wanted to say, "Why are you asking me that?" Yes, there's only one reason. It's because I have nothing else to do. Monks have more time than they know what to do with. That's not really a good answer. My apologies. Though that may be true, there is another reason. Okay. That reason is because Jinako Karigiri has shut herself in. Karigiri isn't isolated from the outside world by some wall that can be broken by hitting it. It's a wall in her heart. All people wall themselves away from pain, fear, anxiety, and lies. One could say it's a natural instinct for self-defense. But this wall is like a dead end. Those who try to distance themselves will make their wall thicker and narrower while losing their place to go. You may as well go suffocate yourself. Don't you ever think about taking your master out of there? I'm shocked. Gato is laying it out flat. To an outsider, it might look like Jinako is jubilant with her shut-in lifestyle, but Gato is imploring here earnestly. Now Karna is the one being questioned, and he stays quiet for a brief time. To me, when I consider Jinako's state, I think that she should get out and exercise more. Her gains recently are especially horrible. Jeez. But ultimately, it's just someone else's standard. For as long as Jinako doesn't desire so, I have no intention of forcing her out. Yes, truly a generous divine response. If all the leeches in the country heard that, they would probably cry out with joy. But if a hole were to be decisively drilled into that wall, then for better or for worse, we might find she desires to expel herself from there. That's why I show up here and talk my head off. My somewhat annoying communication is my stress-free way of helping her. Now I understand. Acting with such audacity is a feat well beyond me. To be praised by a sage such as yourself must mean I'm finally close to reaching nirvana. Probably not, but surprisingly, you are... I mean, I guess you're a good guy. You're just really weird and awkward. But not bad. And also colossally stupid, but kind of comes with the territory, I guess. Gato's behavior is no different than usual, but the contents of words are indeed that of a high monk's. Though I think dancing naked in front of someone else's room is a little more than just a little annoying. That aside, Gato has been referring to Karna as a sage and a child of God. It makes him sound kind of divine. Could Karna actually be a heroic spirit of salvation or something? He is literally the hero of charity. I merely give to those who seek. I do nothing more. Come now, that itself must be a great undertaking. Without excluding anyone, you take the hands of those who want and give. A human with any selfishness can't attain such a mindset. Knowing that the heroic spirit of charity's prestige was no lie has saved me. I'm really only running errands right now. I'll keep your words in mind. Ah, before I forget, I haven't given you my thanks for finding a lost item, have I? Despite all the preaching I was doing, the one who found the keychain was her, not me. To one obsessed with the divine like me, having the chance to speak to that God's son is reward enough. Please thank the lass instead. Is that so? Then, though it is merely a trifle, please accept this gift. I was kind of expecting an actual gift and not information, but okay. Saying that, Karna then presents his own matrix. I didn't think it was like a physical thing you could present. Is it alright for me to just have this? Jinako has no intention of fighting. As you might guess, I can't give you everything, but I think there's no problem showing this to you. And even if it's not, I have nothing else to give you than this. If Jinako permits, though, we have sweets. I graciously receive it. Okay, if that's the case. Gilgamesh also seems to be lauding Karna, so once we get back to my room, we can look it over. Well then, my business here is done, so I'll return to student council duties. Today, I'm scrubbing toilets. Aren't you doing that every day? Alright, if you would like to, please come check in on Jinako again sometime. He's genuinely concerned. That's kind of nice. Also, this guy. You're saying a new labyrinth was made? And, oh, we did that already. Anyway. I want to check out that matrix. Because we got info on Karna now. And Karna info should be interesting. Now that depends. What did he give me, though? Because it's not like I had a plot. Oh, no, Gilgamesh.
BB あの女どこまでも俺の神経を逆なでしてくれるあのようなゲスなプログラムを送り込むなどいや何よりどしがたいのはあの美薬臭い肉好きの女を我が理想の少女像と被らせたことだ
Wow. Gilgamesh's bad temper isn't half-hearted. The cause must be the second spiritual phenomenon BB cast on him. I think he said some outrageous things, like about no interest, no collateral, perpetual loans of his wealth, and about making BB his queen.
そのような目で俺を見るな雑種俺の怒りに触れたくなくば隅で平服でもしているのだな
Understood. Now I've done it. I didn't expect Gilgamesh to catch me looking at him unimpressed. Well, look, it's just... I was surprised, but the truth is it was a little funny. I felt like seeing a bit more of it too.
ほう人の失態を見て優越に浸るとは貴様もなかなかに歪んだ女よさぞやあの売店員と話が合おうな
Do not compare me to that twisted priest.
だがその対象が俺であるなら話は別だ
Oh.
その身を品のように八つ咲きにしお宅に投げ捨て徐々に腐りゆく貴様を魚に酒を飲んでもよいのだぞ
I humbly request that you do not. I was wrong, AUO. I will never look at you unimpressed ever again.
王と口にし非礼を浴びたのであれば流さぬこともないが
But...
今妙な発音ではなかったか そこはかとなく不穏な空気を感じたが
Yeah, we didn't say AUO, King of Heroes. We pronounced it AUO. I shake my head with all I have. Not at all. I'm sweating unpleasantly. Best not to provoke Gilgamesh right now. I'll do as he said and make myself small in the corner.
やはり収まらぬ座して怒りを鎮めるのではなく今は稲妻のごとく走る時だ
What?
迷宮に行くぞあの女に一泡吹かせてやらねば俺の気が済まぬわ
Got it. You want to blow off steam by breaking things. I can relate to that.
そ
And understand.
で縮こまっている暇があるのなら迷宮の一つや二つさっさと攻略して俺のリハビリに貢献するがいい
You're the one who told me to curl up. What a brilliant change of mind. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But if I were to say that in objection...
理不尽は王の特権よそれに従うのが凡白な民の務めというものであろう
This is what I'm talking about. I can't handle this guy anymore. But regardless of the reason, it's a good thing that Gilgamesh is showing eagerness. I'll thank BB for that, in secret. Alright, well, that was fun. Carry out my rehabilitation without any delay, BB. BB. I won't be satisfied until I give that woman an odious surprise. Okay, but Matrix. Karna. Golden Armor, Hero Charity, Divinity A. So, Hero Charity. According to the Mahabharata, a feature that Karna was well known for was the generosity of a saint. Mahabharata. I said that right? Though Karna is poor at expressing his emotions, he has the tendency to get angry when those who have carried or supported him are scorned. Not sconed. Scones are delicious, though. Even if it's a relationship based only on give and take, Karna lives by repaying a favor with a favor. Because of that selfless devotion of his, when people came to him looking for something, he would generally grant it to them, as long as they were being truthful. This was because he would first consider the state of their heart before possessions or wealth they had. However, during the Holy Grail War, his master's victory takes priority. To yield his victory would be refused, admonishing his opponent for such an unwise proposal. So in other words, you can't say, hey, can you please throw for me? He's gonna be like, I super can't. Like, come on, man. What a ridiculous misunderstanding. In the first place, victory must be attained by oneself. Would a victory I hand you truly be a victory for you? This is not out of sarcasm, but because the question of wouldn't having a victory handed to you be losing at life is something he's actually worried about. So, yeah, he doesn't do that because, like, if I give it to you, then you're not getting it. So, no. Divinity A, the son of the sun god Surya. So he may later unify with Surya. He possesses divinity of the highest rank. Well, it's not EX, but it is A rank. Against heroes related to sun gods with divinity ranked B or lower, he manifests high defense. While Karna is poor at asserting himself, he displays furious determination when it comes to protecting the dignity of his father and the sun god. For the motherless Karna, with his father the sun god as his only certainty, and even receiving his power, he swore to never do anything that would shame his father. He's a good son. Too bad his brother is Arjuna. And Arjuna doesn't very much like him. Man, I'm playing this, which has Karna, but no Arjuna, and then I'm still in the middle of Fate Samurai Remnant, which has Arjuna, but no Karna. Huh. Oh, Anderson isn't out to berate people? Yep. Seriously though, can I can! There it is. I was like, I should be able to look something up, because I got the dream with Gilgamesh. That wasn't there before. Looks like this bookshelf contains picture books and fairy tales. I happened to set on a picture book, The Little Mermaid, and reached for it. Oh, that's different. The author is Hans C. Andersen. That's right. Kiara's servant. Him. There was a beautiful little mermaid who had just reached 15. She had rescued a human prince from a stormy sea and fell in love with him at first sight. But he was of the land. The smitten princess made a deal with the sea witch and traded her lovely voice for legs. However, her beloved prince was to marry another girl. Oh, poor little mermaid. If he doesn't fall in love with her, she is destined to dissolve into foam. This fairy tale, heralded as a classic, is a very unrewarding story of love. Did that rude, caustic Anderson really write this? It's hard to believe since I know him. Maybe this is actually from a different person. I could consider asking Anderson himself about the Little Mermaid while I'm here. Does that mean he spawned in? Ah, there's another book in here. Good. What section was this again? Suddenly, I stop before a bookshelf. I'm gathering information. And if I'm going to gather information on unusual servants, books should provide indispensable. BB, alter egos, there are tons of things I want to know about. But there's one servant I have to know about. Gilgamesh. That is, my servant. I permit you to freely look into what kind of person I am. After making our contract under that starry sky, he said that once we met again in this school. I feel like he stuck with me in overcoming many challenges since then, but I know very little about Gilgamesh. Deepening our relationship is honestly doubtful. But thinking about it, I know his important true name. Since he claimed himself to be the king of heroes, there should be books about him, at least one. I go down each book on each shelf. Found it. This is it. The Epic of Gilgamesh. I take this book with a friendly title, and open it up. Suddenly I found a folded paper with a red label on it. To my pitiful, simple-headed senpai looking around for books on her own servant, if you wish to read this book, please waste items like you just don't care, and show everyone what a happy dummy you are. Yours truly, the mischievous little imp. Just my luck. Looks like this book has a read restriction on it. Just to see what happens, I turn the page and... it opened. Apparently I fulfilled the requirement. Good. The beginning of the book has a summary of a person named Gilgamesh. I'll make sure to make a note of it in my matrix so I don't forget. As I continue reading, I came across a page where I couldn't open any further. There seems to be another restriction on it. I can't do anything about it, so I put the book back on the shelf. I'll try to continue it another time. For now, I should go to my room and take a look at the information I got. Alright, so apparently I have to do things with Gilgamesh in order to unlock his matrix. Gilgamesh's matrix is related to his SG. Oh. Well then, does that mean... No, not yet. I have to actually go read it first. Well, I have to do something else now. I don't know what, but I opened the book. How long has that been there? Or did it, just appear now? Well, it's fine. Fine, I'll just read this book. Divinity B, A+. And some skills. A measure of the divine attributes in someone's body. Though he possesses the highest of divine spirit aptitude, Gilgamesh himself hates the gods, so its rank has decreased. Yeah, that tracks. Did I read this? The demigod king who governed the Sumerian city-state Uruk in a time before Christ. Not as a mere legend, but having truly existed, the king accounted in mankind's oldest epic, the Epic of Gilgamesh. With great divinity as 2/3 god and 1/3 human, he was perfected as a transcendent being who attained everything in the world, without equal in the world. As a child, he was adored by people as the ideal ruler, but perhaps from being seen as almighty, he grew inconsiderate of his subjects and came to rule Uruk with an iron fist. However, simple despotism doesn't make him a tyrant. Uruk truly prospered. He found a friend he could talk to, and personally subjugated monsters that threatened his people, are heroic qualities that cannot be questioned. He is the heroic figure who defeated the bull so large that it blocked out the heavens, and rendered the civilization of his fortified Sumerian city unshakable. The following is historical fact, not from the epic. According to a piece of inscription found in an excavation in the ruins, Uruk was a city-state on the Persian Gulf in southern Mesopotamia, him as the 5th king of its first dynasty. It gained assets from the sea trade and conquered southern Mesopotamia. He prevailed against Aga, king of the Kish, who ruled the north and unified the city-states of Sumer. However, due to the reckless deforestation to build ships, their agricultural land was devastated. That's why Gilgamesh went all the way from far-off Phoenicia, modern Lebanon, seeking giant trees, the cedar of Lebanon, fought against the resident of the woods, Humbaba, won, and said to have brought back many trees with him. Yeah, but slaying that monster proved to be bad. I can talk with Gil now. Here we go. The information I gathered was useful, and I got to take in a part of Gilgamesh's legend. He was born as a mighty child king and had a goddess for a mother, and his blood was 2/3 divine, 1/3 human. From the very beginning, Gilgamesh was a hero who was granted many privileges, or rather, all of them. I guess it's natural that he called himself the king who rules over heroes. There's a clear line distinguishing him from other servants. Several, actually.
なんだ雑種。熱のこもった視線なぞ向けよって。あれか？今頃俺の黄金律に参ったか？
I thought Golden Rule was a skill that allowed you to gather treasures. Succumbing to his Golden Rule basically means that one is entranced by his money. Oh, well, fair enough. So far, I haven't fallen into any nightmare like that. I'm interested in something very different. What kind of hero was Gilgamesh? We're going to fight together. We should have a mutual understanding. I know that won't happen, but at least I want to know about my partner's personality. For that purpose, I looked into his legend.
ほう、俺の逸話を読み解いたか。それでどうした？契約した相手が悪鬼と知って後悔したか？
I mean, just knowing you, I know that. I didn't need the history book for that. As if. My regrets are long gone. Now it's just the usual for me. What I'm interested in knowing is whether the legend is true or not.
真実であろう。セラフにある記録は客観的事実だからな。それをどう捉えるかは読み手次第だ。が、その主観が未だ曖昧な貴様では、真実はクオンの彼方か。よかろう。その殊勝さに免じて、一つ質問を許す。
Oh boy.
何かわからぬことがあったのなら聞け。退屈しのぎに答えてやろうではないか。
Huh. I didn't expect this to happen. Though my life will be at risk if I ask something stupid, this is a rare opportunity. So I'll ask... Wait, no. Save... There we go. Were you really a tyrant? Was your mother really a goddess? Being a child of the gods is just fluff, right? Were you really a tyrant, though? Naturally, I'm interested in this fact. That since Gilgamesh's talent was so superior, he disregarded others and made many of his subjects suffer.
女子誌曰く、ギルガメッシュは父親に息子を残さず、母親には娘を残さずか。ああ、その伝えは真実だ。暴虐で国を滑ることが暴君であるのなら、俺は紛れもなく暴君であろうよ。何しろ、そのように作られた男だ。
But you didn't start off that way. Created to be so? Gilgamesh was the son of a king before him. It sounds like something isn't lining up here.
そう聞こえたか。俺らしくない。俺もそう思うが、事実だ。俺は神々どもの思惑で作り出されたものだからな。星の抑止力と人類の抑止力の違いは知っているか？知らぬか？ならばよい。枝葉の話だ。
Okay, I will ignore it then.
ここからの話は、俺が生まれるまでの話だ。貴様の悩み切った目が哀れゆえ、少しばかり口を滑らせる。神々は何も人間に肩入れをして俺を作ったのではない。奴らは人間を恐れたゆえ、俺を必要とした。神と人間、そのどちらの視点も持つ新しい時代の王としてな。 生命には自分たちが住む地盤を住みやすい環境に整える本能がある。生存力というべきものだ。古代の神々にはこれが欠けていた。どれほどのエネルギーを持とうが、奴らはただそこにあるだけのもの。
Ah, they didn't live, they existed. Therefore, the concept of death was foreign to them.
対して人間の生存力は並外れていた。一人一人では小さいが、とにかく数が多く平均値が高い。大剣能を持つ懲罰種はいないが、他の生命体より高い水準の知性を持ち、それが全ての人間に備わっている。一方、天の神がいかに強大な自然現象であろうと、それらが獲得した人格、独創性、認識力は人間とそう大差はない。わかるか？仮に全能の知性を持っていようと、出せる結論、形取る人格は一つだけなのだ。その点人間どもの数は脅威だった。認識力の数の差、いや変革力の差だな。人間の欲望は限りなく、止めどなく、惜しまれることもなく、世界は欲望のままに変貌していく。人間がこのまま繁殖すれば、星のルールは変わる。我々に神が不要になる時がやってくる。
The time is coming, natural phenomena shall need no will, huh?
古代の神々はその未来を恐れた。結果、人間側でありながら神の陣営にいる統治者を欲しがった。
Well, they super failed because Gil hates the gods.
それが人間の王に女神が体を預けるなどという愚行の正体だ。黄昏の時代の延命行為だが、まこと無様な断末魔よな。そうして作られたものが神の血を持ちながら人の血を持つ新たな支配者だ。神々に言わせればそれはくさびだ。自分たちと人間の結界を食い止めるため天が地上に打ったくさび。それが俺の誕生の背景だ。俺は貴様らと違い、まっとうな生の営みで生まれたものではない。
He was born with all the privilege.
この手足は初めから神の代弁者として君臨し、人間を諌めるために設計されたものなのさ。
Gilgamesh speaks indifferently and cynically. His look carries scornful animosity towards the gods, but no disdain at all towards himself. Created being. Gilgamesh doesn't disparage himself for being a human life created by the gods' intent. Though I wonder.
それこそなぜだ。貴様はどうも人権というものを狭く考えてはいないか？
Yes.
動物であれ人形であれ、生命はすべて親の思惑で作られるもの。俺の場合、それが神寄りなだけの話。よいか、この世のすべての生命は先達者の手で作られたものだ。自然発生するものは魂のみ。
Interesting.
それこそが俺や貴様が持つただ一つの己だろうよ。体が作り物であろうと、始まりが何者の写しみであろうとな。目覚め、抗った瞬間にお前は唯一の独創性を獲得した。それを作られたなどと思うことはない。
The self is the truest original thing you can have, huh? How our bodies, no, our lives are, was created by those who came before us. The only things that spontaneously generate are souls. If that's true, then I can accept Gilgamesh's legend more. Gilgamesh was created to be a middleman. Humans moved away from worshipping nature, so the gods who feared that ultimately created a transcendent being on their side, who had the perspective of both man and the divine. It was the correct action to take. The problem was that this middleman didn't act the way they wanted him to.
ああ、俺はその思惑には応えなかった。俺は作られたとはいえ、新しい生命として生み出された。であれば、古い神々の意向なんぞ賛同する道理はない。俺は俺が感じたままの己を生きた。
Gilgamesh literally looked at the gods who were trying to tell him, hey, vouch for us. And he just went, you can't tell me what to do, you're not my real dad. And they're sort of just like, but we are? I don't care.
確かにこの実は初めから王として作られたものだろう。だがそれだけだ。奴らの思惑と俺が王であることに何の関係もない。俺は王として己を定め、己が良しとする王道を見極めた。それだけの話だ。俺がウルクを治めたのはあれが良いものだったからだ。神々の思惑など知ったことか。
Yeah, they kind of got pissed about that, though.
俺にとって生命とは今すぐ死ぬものかいずれ死ぬものでしかない。俺が今すぐ死ぬべき命と判断すれば賢者であろうと神であろうと処断するまで良いか。俺の王道は単純だ。己にふさわしい宝を獲得し守護する。この楽しみを阻む者はことごとく殲滅しよう。
Very selfish, very simple.
俺にはそれのみだ。悪鬼か嵐のようなものと諦めるがいい。何しろ母が女神だ。人間的でないのは当然だろう。
Don't put me on your level. I'm not on your level. Gilgamesh gulped from his glass while stifling his laughter. That marks the end of the... What? Oh. Oh boy.
ほう、今のが SG か。思えば俺の生誕の話なぞ誰にしたこともなかったな。よいぞ、ここまで生き延びた褒美だ。謹んで受け取っておけ。
SG, Linchpin of Heaven, has been obtained. I wound up getting his SG. But wait, what's going on? This isn't a very important story to Gilgamesh. Aren't SGs more like you improve your friendship with one another and finally get a glimpse of into who they are?
バカめ、親密度なんぞ上がるものか。今の俺は通常の俺より欲が薄い。基本他人事でもあるしな。
Okay.
受肉の一つでもすれば人として血が騒ぎ、俺の性質もその時代に合った人間性に偏るだろうが、ここではその変質もない。よって俺は気ままにセラフを漫遊するのみだ。この程度の秘密、運賃としてくれてやる。
I shall take it. This heroic spirit came from the age of the gods, feared no one, and lived only by his desires. It doesn't sound like he's acting any way differently than the present world as a servant compared to when he was alive. Not one bit. In all seriousness, why does such an absurd servant even exist? Okay, well... the SG's in the other thing. I can leave. Let's check out that SG. Real quick. Oh boy. There he is. The flowers are regressing. Alright, his height.
あえて言うなら182センチというやつだ。何？思ったより普通だと？たわけ！俺に肉だるまになれというのか？
He's like, I'm not gonna be a freak. What are you talking about?
年の始まりか終わり、どちらでも好きな方を選べ。
Okay.
そうさな。造形が美しいのは当然だ。話にならん。心をくすぐるものは心の折れる音。美しいものが流す、さらに美しいひとしずくよ。舐めると甘いぞ。
That sounds terrifying. Linchpin of Heaven. That which symbolizes Gilgamesh's way of life, how the ancient gods lived and of his origins. The gods in this universe are split into two categories. That which already existed and became gods, and those who were reborn as gods. That which already existed, such as heavenly bodies like the sun and moon, or natural phenomena like storms or earthquakes, that became objects of worship. Those reborn as gods were originally human, but somehow deviated from their humanity and became objects of worship. Heroes, saviors, systems vital to prosperity and the like fall under this category. The gods of Mesopotamia are the former. They were natural phenomena with intent and individuality, reigning as the will of the heavens. That was the one that the gods sent to censure the people of Earth was Gilgamesh, the linchpin of heaven, the king made by the gods to secure the Earth that separated them in an age of the gods. But he did not fulfill that role. Putting his own desires first, he ruled his kingdom as an individual and regarded the way of the gods as a relic from a past age. I shall abide by the gods and respect them, but perish. The moment you created me, you lost your position by your own doing. In other words, you got so desperate, you don't deserve to be in that seat anymore. And so, for the first time in ancient Uruk, a king not beholden to the gods was born. The king of heroes, Gilgamesh. A king was made as a linchpin, who instead became the spear tip that put an end to the previous era. Yeah, they had a real critical error with Gilgamesh. There's no taking that back. Oh boy. We got a whole lot of info. And we didn't even go venturing into the labyrinth yet to see the new floor. But lots of info. We are learning, reading books, and discovering things. I hope we get that cafeteria built, because food sounds nice. You need food to fuel the brain, especially after processing all this new data. But I guess we'll head into the labyrinth soon enough, because we gotta explore what Lip is doing. And, learn about her and all that. We'll have fun with that for sure.